Okay, now I need to come back to finish up or to conclude this how to overcome discouragement, which is very, very important. So I will label this as, title this as how to overcome discouragement part 2. If you've missed the first one, please watch the video on how to overcome all the discouragement, the signs of discouragement, what will make you discouraged, and also how you can come out of that discouragement. So I said there's need for me to do the part 2 of this overcoming discouragement. And I will start it off now. Okay, but first thing first, I will ask questions. You know me by now. It's either I tell you a story of my life or I ask questions, and that is the questions that I always ask myself as well. Let me ask you these questions. How have you increased in your skills, your knowledge, your ability, or income in the past few months? Remember, we are on the topic of discouragement. Because if you don't assess all this, then there's no way you want to come out of your discouragement or disappointment. So how have you increased your skills, your knowledge, your ability, or income in the past few months? You need to assess that. Do you really expect to be successful given how you are using most of your time, your resources, and skills? Do you realize that you need a good change in any areas of your lives to succeed in business or even in your marriage, your relationship, your marriage, your relationship, your family, and even in your leadership role? Are you spending time with people who can enhance and enrich your life? Because you need to check your association, your friendship, your relationship, your circle of friends, and where you go to, the network you find yourself. So it's very important. Are you really spending time with the right people? Do you also have mentor? Because if you really want to succeed in life, if you want to build a good, healthy relationship, marriage, and family that can lead you to be successful in your businesses and leadership, then you need a mentor. Do you have a mentor? And who is your mentor or coach that will lead you to the next level? Because your mentors might be there. For example, if you just got married, you need somebody that has been in marriage maybe for more than 5 years or 10 years. Because throughout this period of 5 to 10 years, they've gone through, they've made their mistakes, they've done their try and error, and they've learned from their mistakes. So these are the mentors that you need to look for if you want to build your relationship, you want to build your marriage, and you also want to build your family. So do you have a mentor? And who is your mentor? And let me also say it just as my pastor will ask, who's your mentor's mentor? That means who are they also accounting to? Because it's very important. Don't go to somebody that say that they know it all and they don't have mentors, they don't have pastor, they don't have somebody that they sit under their discipleship. So who is your mentor? So you need to assess that. And if you don't have a mentor, you need to look for a right mentor and coach that will lead because they've experienced it. They have wisdom, they have knowledge. They don't know it all because they are also drawing from others. And you also need to draw for them to make your life, your marriage, your relationship better. So, do you have a mentor? Because if you are going to start this journey together with us, you need a mentor. Who is mentoring you? And if you don't have a mentor, you need to start looking. And if you have assessed your mentor and you think it's the right mentor for your marriage, your relationship, and your family, fair enough. But then let me warn you, you don't necessarily have to accept everything that your mentor said. Remember, they are also in their own learning curve. So you listen to them, you learn from them, and then you assess what you've learned from them. You study what you've learned from them. Is it working for you? Is it going to work for you? Is it going to work for your marital life? Is it going to work for your marriage? Is it going to work for for your family? So you need to assess it before you start applying it. Even if you go to seminars, or you attend conferences or masterclass like us here, we are not saying we know it all. We are only sharing our own opinion, and our opinion can work for you or might not work for you. Or it might be what you will work for you is when you study it more, listen to it, reason with it, and research more, and read more books. Then that's where you can get the proper thing. But the only thing the mentor will do is they will learn, they will teach you or lead you and guide you through what they have gone through. They will lead and teach and guide you through what they've learned, what they've experienced, their own wisdom, their own nature. So it's also possible that you can also sometimes challenge them, but not challenge them to be rude to them, but challenge them by studying more about what they have taught you. It's very important. So let us move on. So once you know these questions, they are very, very important. Okay. So the one thing else I will say is that prioritize first thing first in your marriage. What is important? Especially in the areas of your finances, the areas of your emotions, the areas of your spirituality, the areas of your mental. What is more priority to you, to your marriage that will work for you, on your relationship, and even in your family? What is more priority? Because not everything you see that is more priority, that is priority. Not everything you see that is okay. Sometimes you need to choose between wants and needs. And I can guarantee you that the needs is more important than the wants. So what are the, so you need to prioritize. First thing first, what is more important? Your relationship with your husband or the relationship with the children? The relationship with the children or the relationship with God? You have to decide that. But as for me, God is the first thing first, and then my husband. So you need to have your priority. Develop a growth mindset. Very important. Some of us, our attitude, our reaction, the way we relate with one another, whatever we are that is going on in our marriage is based on our fixed mindset. It's based on what they've already known. It's based on what our forefathers or our family, our parents have known. But when you grow your mindset, you will see that new things can come in. You assess it first and then you apply it, because it can move you forward. It can make it better. And that is the way we said I've developed a growth mindset. Focus on only what is you can control. There are so many things that we stress ourselves about. We can't control it and we are stressing ourselves. But if we can focus on what we can control and leave the rest. They always say something: do your best and leave the rest. You understand? Because the life is too short. You cannot do everything. You cannot save the world. You cannot save anyone. Do your best and leave the rest. So focus on what you can control and not what you can't control. For example, in my own case, as my faith and relationship with God, I do what I can control. I leave everything to God. God is the only one that can control everything. I cannot. I don't have the ability. I don't have that power. Yes, Christ in me is the hope of glory. Yes, I am a representative of Christ and the ambassador of the kingdom of God. But at the same time, there are some things I can control at the moment. And there are some things I cannot control at this moment. So the level of my faith, the level of my relationship matters. So your relationship with God will determine the level you can go and what you can control. And the ones you can control, God Almighty said He will never leave us nor forsake us. That means He is there, right there, to help you, to embrace you, to help you scale up, and also to help you to overcome whatever is going on. And it can control the rest. Take, for instance, your emotions, the little you can do, but you can trust God to save you from anger, to save you from emotional trauma, to save you from past experience, to save you from many things. You understand? For example, like I said before, you can change yourself, but you can't change others. That's what you can control. You can control yourself. But the moment you want to control others, you need to be very careful because it is dangerous. Viewing challenges as an opportunity for growth. Yes, if you want to come out of your comfort zone, if you want to break free from that fear, if you want to come out of that bed of discouragement and disappointment, then you need to be seeing. Remember, we said it in the first video that it's what you see matters, and it depends on your mindset. Some people will see obstacles and challenges and pray and problems. Some people will see that there is opportunities out of these challenges. There is actually opportunities out of these challenges, out of these obstacles, and they will go for it. So viewing challenges as an opportunity to grow, viewing failure as an opportunity to discover and to succeed. Own your own attention is very important. Question your self-limiting beliefs and build self-respect. Never whine, complain, blame, or make excuses, but take criticism and learning something from it. Somebody said to me recently, when they throw stones to you, when they throw the stones left and right, they are throwing the stone to you. Pick up those stones and use it to build yourself up. Very important. Build your legacy, build your relationship, build your marriage, build your family. Then transform everything you have into a better, to get better. Transform everything you know, everything you have, everything that is in you. Transform it to become better person. Chase excellence in everything you do. When you continue to do all these things that I've said to you, I'm telling you, the discouragement will vanish or nowhere to be found in your life. So let's also move on quickly. What you focus on, expand. So focus, focus, focus. Even when you are discouraged, never be moved. Don't be stoppable. Don't be moved. Don't be limited. And don't let any discouragement stop you to where you are going. Keep moving. Keep focusing. Keep fighting. Keep challenging. Keep striving and move on. Life is about challenges and problems that needs to be solved. Nobody is above this. We are all going to face one challenges or the other. Problems are to be solved. And that is why we are here, to solve the problem for ourselves and solve the problem of others. So challenges and problems are in the world, but problems can be solved. And we are the one chosen, called, delivered in this world to solve problem for ourselves and not solve problem for others. What you know gets you where you are today. Yes, what you know years back gets you where you are today. But you can know better. Then you can learn more to know for the future. So what you know gets you where you are now today. So you can still increase what you know. Because whatever you've known many years ago might not be suitable for the present situation you are facing right now. You might need a new idea. You might need compromise. You might need to sacrifice your time. You might need to gain more knowledge. You might need to gain better understanding. You might need to reject what is rigid and move your fixed mindset to growth mindset, from positive to from negative mindset to positive mindset. Maximize your strength and turn your weakness into strength. Let me also encourage you, because sometimes discouragement can make you to just focus on what you can't do, can make you to focus on your weaknesses, can make you to focus on what people say badly about you. But when you encourage yourself and you maximize your strength, you will see that even your weakness can turn to strength, because your weakness is a place of learning more. And when you learn more, you are breaking free from becoming useless or becoming weak. Stop looking for validation and start living your dream. People will discourage you while you are waiting for many years to do something. When you are waiting for many years for people to recognize you and they did not. So stop looking for validation. Do whatever you need to do. Be the best of you. You are unique. You are special. Don't wait for somebody to validate you. Don't wait for somebody to approve you. You can seek advice. You can seek support. You can seek, but you can't stay there waiting for them. Everybody's got assignment. Everybody's got a purpose to be fulfilled on earth. The time is going. It doesn't wait for anybody. Time is too short. While you are waiting, anything can happen. So stop looking for validation. That makes you sometimes to be discouraged when you're trying to do more, trying to please people, trying to be perfect. And at the end of it all, no one is recognizing you. No one is approving you. Nobody is validating you. And then you get discouraged easily. And then from there, you quit developing yourself. You quit the good works you are doing. You give up. You easily lose hope. So start living your dream. You are a dreamer and you have the ability to achieve your dreams. And be grateful. Give back to the society. Be grateful of whatever you have, even if it's small or big. Be grateful to your husband. Be grateful the children your God has given you. Be grateful for your family. Find ways of enjoying together, celebrate one another, and be grateful to God Almighty. And give back to the society. The best way to give back to the society is when you build your home. When you build your home. When you build your home. When you build your marriage. When you don't walk out from your marriage. When you make it better and you make your life better, that's the best thing you can give to the society. Charity begins from home, at home. So when your home is good and blessed and you are developing and getting better every day, then you are adding success, you are adding good to the society. That's the way you can give, but then you can give other things. You can show compassion. You can show passion. You can give to others that don't have what you have. You can share what you have. You can be a blessing to others. That's why you are blessed, to be a blessing to others. Never, never hold on to what you can give out. Be the best of yourself and what you can do. Do your best and leave the rest. These are the ways you can come out of this discouragement. So what has considered nothing can become something, and what has considered small can become great. Teach your children to give. You also give. Your children, your husband, and everyone, give. And do your tithe if you have to. If you understand what tithe is all about. Then bless the man of God, bless the people of God, bless even people, your neighbors, your friends, your relatives. Not everybody have what you have. Very important. What has considered nothing can become something. What has considered small can become great. Yes. So dream big. Believe in yourself. Start small. On your lane. Stay on your lane. Keep focusing and growing and growing and growing in respect of disappointment, in respect of discouragement. Keep growing together as a family. Keep growing together as husband and wife. Keep growing together as you build your relationship with others. Very important. Envision yourself succeeding, achieving, overcoming, winning, and you will have good experience, more productive and fulfilling and happy. So instead of you sitting down, laying back on the bed of discouragement, envision yourself that you can do better than what you are doing now. Envision yourself that you can achieve it if you try it again, even if you fail. Envision yourself overcoming and winning the battle of life, and you will have good experience. Practice open-mindedness. Don't close yourself. Don't isolate yourself. Don't suffer in silence. There are people around. And God says He will never leave you nor forsake you. Focus on learning. Keep learning instead of discouragement. When somebody disappoints you, pick it up. See where you can learn the skills and do it yourself. I have done it several times. When people you trusted for them to do something for you in your organization, even in your life, even in your marital life. If they don't do it, it's not their fault. They don't know better than that. Pick yourself up, learn the skills, and do it. That's the way you can encourage yourself. The Bible said David encouraged himself. If he's just let out just because they set him aside to go to the field and work, if he discourages himself, he will not be the king. He will not fight the battle that people are running away from. He will not break the barrier. So be an open-minded for everything and not judging, not listening and thinking and reasoning with badly. In any conversation and interaction or discouragement, see if there is something in there that you can learn to help grow as a person. Always see your conversation. Is it constructive? Is it positive? Is it purposeful? Is it resourceful? Always judge the conversation you had with people and even in your family. Whatever they're saying in the barber shop or in the salon or in the shopping mall, is it valuable? Is it positive? Is it resourceful? Is it purposeful? Is it good for my life, for my relationship, for my marriage, and for my home? Change your language from I can't do it to I can do it. And stop all these excuses, all this blaming, all this complaint. Rise above it and be encouraged. Very important. Always know, like I said right from the beginning, to be encouraged is when you know yourself. Who are you? What is your purpose? Why am I here on earth? What is your why of doing what you are doing, especially business or building relationship or having relationship with the spouse? What is your purpose? Why do you marry? Why do you marry that person? What do you have to bring to that relationship? These are the questions you need to ask. Who am I assigned to? Who is assigning to me? So once you answer all these questions, it boosts your encouragement. But remember, it takes courage to do something you know everyone won't love or appreciate. It takes courage to keep going when people around you don't or can't understand. It takes courage to look them in the eyes and say what you think it is possible. It takes courage. It takes courage to do something you know everyone won't love and appreciate. It takes courage as well, because it takes courage to look them in the eye and say, to me, I can do it. To me, I can achieve it. And to me, I can become. Negative relationship, emotions, and low self-esteem can hinder the purpose. However, you know you need to show up. Show why you are here on earth, or who you are and your purpose. You need to embrace good change to fulfill your purpose on earth. You may be scared sometimes because not everybody will support you, because many people will discourage you and even disappoint you. But do not remain mediocre. Don't stay in your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to take a giant leap. Don't be afraid to take the risks. And do not live an isolated life without fulfillment. Let's go the negative, fear and limiting beliefs. Open up your mind and let yourself fly high like eagle. When it rains, all birds occupy shelter, that the eagles avoid the rain by flying above the cloud. That's the state you need to do. You need to fly above the situation, above this disappointment and discouragement. You need to rise and fly above the situation you are facing right now. Having a problem is not common, it's common. Having a problem is common. Like I said before, problem is full in this world. The world is full of problems. But the attitude to solve it makes it different. Don't be afraid to make a paradigm shift, to shift your mindset from faith to growth and from negative to positive, and accept it and move gracefully to solve somebody else's problem. If you can encourage yourself, then you can encourage others. You can imagine when David encouraged himself and he was able to write most of the books in the Psalm of the Bible to encourage us how to pray, encourage us how to be disciplined, encourage us how to stand, encourage us how to look unto Jesus. So you can imagine if he chose to discourage himself, then we will not be benefiting from the book that he has written. So encourage yourself for yourself and also for others. Let me also say this before you go. The afflictions is for a moment. It is not permanent. People discourage you. People disappoint you. It's for a moment. It's just a testing. You can rise above it. These hard times are small potatoes when compared with the lavish celebration prepared for every one of us. There is no glory without a story. That is a fact, and it is also the truth. There is no glory without a story, no triumph without tribulations, and no testimony without testing. People will test you. People will discourage you. They will test your faith, what you believe on, what you think of yourself, and who you are. They will test it, but there will be testimony ahead. Let us rely on God's wisdom and grace and strength. Remember the story of Job. If you are a Christian like me, when you read your Bible, remember the story of Job. He never gave up. Even when he went through all, he was disappointed, he was discouraged, he lost everything, but he never gave up. Remember the story of Paul, how he was persecuted, but still he kept on going, preaching the gospel and also saving lives. Remember the story of David. It's not new to you. So if David can encourage himself, I wonder who else cannot encourage themselves. So remember even Jesus Christ. We are all believers, followers of Jesus. When he went through all these trials and tribulations, even devil even tempted him. But then, if he has discouraged himself and put himself down, we will not all be following him today. So be encouraged. As it is stated of David in the Bible, David encouraged himself. In the midst of the storm, he encouraged himself. So for you, I'm speaking and I'm encouraging you and I'm inspiring you today to say, rise up and shine. When the situation throws you down, get up and remain standing. Be bold and be strong, for the Lord our God is with you. Greater is he that is in you than he that you are thinking of that's in the world. Be bold. He that is in you is more than he that is in this world. So arise and shine. Believe in yourself that you can do all things. Take a step, take a giant leap, and yes, you can. We too have to start the change process, myself and yourself. We sometimes need to get rid of all the unpleasant old memories, negative habits, and lifestyle, and our fixed mindset, and rise up and say, yes, I can be encouraged, and I'm courageous to do more than what I am doing now. Who cares what people knows about our past? Your past is not your future. I said that to myself because majority of my friends and relatives and those people I surrounded myself with before, they knew my past, but they can't stop me. They only know my past, and my past cannot hold me because I am still pressing on and I'm looking ahead. I am doing even more better than the past. So if they know my memory, if they know my past, it's up to them. But for me, my future is better than my past. And instead, we have to update our knowledge, refresh our memory. It's not just saying it, but do something and take action, because your past is not your future, and your past cannot dictate your present and your future. We have to have a flexible approach to adapt this change that is coming in our lives. Instead of us being discouraged, let's rise up together and be encouraged. You can still start afresh because no one is above change. It is not too late to learn new skills. It's not too late to restart all over again. And it is not too late to begin again. So you can begin again, and you can, and it is possible. And yes, you can. In a nutshell, sometimes life just gets to be a little too much for every one of us. And it's so easy to get overwhelmed, whether it be expectations from our boss, from our husband, from our children, sometimes we can be too overwhelmed. But we also can control what we can control and get and be the better version of ourselves. So on this note, I want to encourage you and let you know that it's not over until you win. And it's not over. It's not too late as well to start all over again. It's not too late. It's not too late to learn new skills, to develop yourself, develop your marriage once again, develop your relationship, your love, and even your family. It's not too late. Every one of us make mistakes, but what makes us different is when we set back to learn from our mistakes and move forward. Because our setback is for us to set up, for us to move forward. And we can do it. If I can do it, if others can do it, all of us also, we can do it. And our marital life shall be a fulfilling one. And our family shall stand out to give back to the nation and to the society. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you for grabbing few words or few wisdom from this inspirational nugget of wisdom by Elizabeth Lucas Afolalu. Thank you.